Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. Sitting next to me is Mike Brenner. This is the NBA Odds Couple Show for Wednesday, March 30th. Now, Mike Brenner, you are someone who doesn't make excuses. No. I do make excuses. I usually make them for myself, but this one today, I am going to make an excuse for you. That was bullshit last night.
Yeah, but it is what it is.
It is what it is.
I tweeted last night to the viewers as soon as I found out also, just to let you know, some things we can't control in this business, and that's what it is. When a coach, literally within a half hour before tip-off says, okay, Serge Ibaka and Kevin Durant, you're not playing tonight. I'm going to rest you. There's nothing anybody can do except way off as quick as you can. That window closes quick. Bottom line, I'm grateful they covered the first half.
Yep.
They covered half, but it did. And would it have had an effect? Hell yeah, they would have buried this team last night. I'm just telling you. But it's okay. 1-2. With that being said, Pete, I'm going to talk about it because you went 0-1 and I went 1-2. Pistol Pete, I got 199 total picks now, 109 and 90.
Very impressive.
55%.
There you go.
I'm gonna push that thing up because I'm in my prime time right now. Pete's 54 and 59 after that debacle last night that we couldn't control. So it's all, actually yours was a damn total.
Yeah, it was a team total that was just wound up being a blowout loss by 2.
It's okay. Sometimes I'd rather get blown out of the water.
But again, it was one of those where I gave it at 103, it closed at 101, which is a big move for a team total.
There you go. Yeah. But again, 48%, and you viewers, it wasn't too long ago that damn thing was a lot lower. So Pistol Pete is continuing the comeback. Tonight we got a big slate, and guess what? There's value on that slate.
And just to clarify to anyone who knows what we were referring to in the beginning of the show, Mike Brenner loved OKC last night, and the line actually moved in your favor until it was announced that Kevin Durant was out, Serge Ibaka was out,
and they were involved in all three of my picks, so grateful to go 1-2.
That's how it happens.
You know what, though? It just made me hungrier to dig deeper today, and I can't dig much deeper, bro.
All right, well, we got some interesting situations. The first one, I'll tell you, there is one bet that I made, that I hit as soon as it came out. And I'm guessing, just by the way you think, that it's, maybe something you did as well, because it's a fade of Toronto, right? We got Atlanta at Toronto. Atlanta, has actually not done that well against Toronto recently, but they're doing great now. Toronto is struggling, as we know. I got it on the overnight line at +2. It's now Pick'em or -1 market wide. I also
line shopper.
Well, I also took the over at 200. Now it's 199 or 199.5. So I assume that means that Lowry is out or someone is out for Toronto.
Well, I don't know if he's out, but he's banged up. But you know what I want to say? Because not only do you do a very good job at line shopping, but you also couple that together with opening lines. You grab the best lines open. That's a short window. It's almost like a second half bet. And again, just trying to educate the viewer, not that you need it, but Pistol Pete pulls the triggers at times when the line is drastically different from when it's, the next day and it's settled. So I respect that, but guess what, Pistol Pete? Nothing against fading Toronto, okay? I let my bet out, and that's just taking care of itself. I like the Hawks. I like them because of the momentum. Again, I said it, and I'll say it again. All right, this team has found what they had last year. They don't want to lose the graft. They've embraced it. They're running with it. And Jeff Teague specifically said, we're running earlier now. We like it, and we're starting to adapt. So Budenholzer, once again, a great coach, getting into the heads of his players. I got him on the first half as a pick because I like him to steady the pace and to start the flow. And I got him on the game -1.
Well, pick him.
Hats off. Pick him. You got him available right now as a pick him all the way.
-1, split line, -1 or pick him for Atlanta.
Where do I sign up, Pistol Pete?
There you go.
And again, I'm feeling a bounce back night, and I'm not stretching, I'm not reaching, but this team is really putting it together, and I'm going to ride with that.
Well, I bet that, and I will go on both those picks with you. First half pick 'em on Atlanta and the full game pick 'em. And you know what else I like is the Atlanta team total over. I've been doing really well with.
Where's that at right now?
It would be about 100, which I think is Atlanta's been scoring, and I've been doing particularly well with Atlanta first half team total overs. There's probably about 50. Can I give that a first half team total over?
Pull that trigger,
you think so?
I do.
All right, what the hell? I'll give the Atlanta first half team total over, which should be about no, it'll be less than 50. It'll be about 48, and I'll give the full game team total over, which should be about 100.
A double whammy. You got 4 plays on that.
Yeah, 4 plays on that.
I just want to chime in. What I just said about what Jeff Teague said, that bodes well for your bet. He said we're running earlier and we like this style. So guess what, Pistol Pete? You might be walking out here with a broom tomorrow,
hopefully,
baby.
We'll see. All right.
Sweep that board.
Then another interesting game, and this, you love the gossip. You love to take the gossip in the locker room talk angle. You know the gossip for today, right?
Yep,
absolutely. LA Lakers in complete disarray because what
I'm the TMZ of sports, and I love it.
Nick Young was caught, talking about how he was cheating on Iggy Azalea, and this has completely disrupted the Lakers.
There's going to be a new song out next week too. Probably,
and the Lakers lost by 50 points. Or what was it, like 50 points? I mean, they were not even...
They lost by 35
remotely,
points.
Is that all it was?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, 40. It was 40.
All right.
They lost by 40.
Not even remotely
Kobe
competitive.
said it was a disaster.
Miami actually playing well. They've covered 4 out of their last 5. Maybe Miami on the first half is a no-brainer.
Was it still at 6?
Yep.
I don't know about a no-brainer. I don't know, because that could go either way. And for those that don't know, yesterday at the Periscope that Pete and I did in the afternoon, I brought in another sex story with a basketball player. And that was when, all right, you know who, all right, he caught his ex-girlfriend in bed. Well, she was still his girlfriend or wife, walked in, and I guess one of his buddies was in bed with her. What the hell was his name?
Kyrie Irving.
Kyrie Irving, baby, Cleveland. Guess what happened? They blow up in the first half. The guy's shooting more than he ever shot in the first half. They cover the first half without LeBron, right? And that's another story. But they end up losing the game. So something is to this. So my thinking is maybe Los Angeles and Nick Young came out shooting on all. I'm staying the hell off it.
Yeah. Well, Nick Young is actually out. He hasn't been, but
I'm staying off it just because of that story.
Right.
And Iggy Azalea, you don't know. She's capable of showing
Who
up
knows?
with a shotgun.
Who the hell knows? All right. Well, then we also have, again,
Golden State. Back too, by the way.
Golden State and Utah. And, I just got to get some balls, Mike Brenner. I talked about how I was leaning towards fading Golden State and taking their unders. And yet last night, I couldn't do that with the Washington game. The game went under. Washington covered.
That's when you got to go with that gut.
Yeah.
And
here they are.
For the viewers also, just a couple days ago, Pete and I shot a very special edition of the Golden State Warriors trying to pursue that record. And there was 9 games left. Now there's 8.
Right.
This was the one that I said could be danger.
Yeah.
This could be danger. Utah is licking their chops, waiting for this team to come in. But guess what I'm doing? It's got 10-foot pole written all over it.
Really? Right now it's -4 or 4.5?
I can't run any further from this game.
Okay.
It'll probably cover, probably do everything. Help. Utah could pull an upset, but I can't feel it. And if I'm not feeling it, I'm running, baby.
Makes a lot of sense. And then we have another, this is kind of your specialty, or sometimes it's a 10-foot pole game. Spurs, who's going to play, who's not going to play, but as of right now, 19 or 19 and a half over New Orleans. That just seems like insane.
That line is incredible. Sounds like a football line.
It sounds like the books have gotten confirmation that the Spurs are going to be playing all the stars.
It could be, and you never know. And again, that's like last night. Donovan pulled up Popovich. When Donovan pulls up Popovich, that means Popovich might look and say, "Hell, I'm going to do it." Because you know what? Guess what, Pete? I mean this.
What?
You know I love this shit. Deep down, I think what drives Popovich even more is knowing. All right, I've won titles. I did everything. I'm going to fuck with these bookies, excuse me. Not even the bookies, but I just want to have an impact on an outcome of it. You never know. He might be doing it for shits and giggles, and my hat's off to him. But again, there's 10-foot pole for me, baby. I got to stay off of that one.
Totally. I hear you. All right. Well, I've given 4 picks all on one game. Are there any other picks that you haven't?
I've got some picks, and I'm going to go over them. I like the Dallas Mavericks at home. All right, the Knicks are now officially out of it. All right, Carmelo Anthony, they don't care. He said he's going to play the rest of the 8 games. Oh, thank you. Give the fans their fucking money's worth. Excuse my language. Here I go. But these guys kill me. I'm going to shut it down the rest of the season. You got the fans that paid $100 probably, basically on a general price for regular season ticket. Get in there and play the damn game. Anyway, they're going to Dallas. Dallas is a desperate team. They have to have the win. I like it on the first half, Pistol Pete. It was -3.5.
It is, yes, -3.5.
And I know Porzingis is playing very well right now, but I think Dirk might take them to school tonight. Sometimes that plays into their heads, but they got to have this win. They got to have it. And
I was thinking that Dallas, in my opinion, Dallas would be a no-brainer, and that means that the Knicks would be a good play. I was actually thinking that the Knicks on the full game
could be. And you know what? You might
play.
be exactly right on that full game, but this is why I like the first half.
Right.
Barea stepped in the other day because they're a little bit banged up and had fun again, found his legs. This team could do it tonight. I think they pull off the first half, and here's why. Look, where's the white towel? Knicks threw it in, and I think tonight they're thinking of that beach, that cold beer. It's that time of year, baby.
All right.
Right?
Okay. Mike Brenner, what else do you have for us?
Okay. I also have the Clippers. I got them -2.5 on the first half at Minnesota.
Yeah.
All right. Is it still available there?
Yep. -2.5 market wide.
Because, you haven't saved me a half a point today. Usually every day you're saving me a half a point, and I appreciate it. He saved me one yesterday on a college pick that gave me a push. Forgot to thank you for that.
Yeah, you're not worried that the Clips are kind of getting ready for the playoffs and just coasting right now.
No, they can't. You know why?
Why?
Guess why?
Why?
Because Blake Griffin's coming back in 2 games, so these guys guys are going, okay, we got to start. They can't fool around tonight.
Right.
Andre Jordan's going to have a monster game underneath, and I look for J.J. Redick to open it up. You know why?
Why?
Because across the floor, he's looking at Zach LaVine, who loves to light it up as well. One gets the other going, and we're going to get the advantage.
Wow,
Clippers
man.
on the half, baby, minus 2.5. That's a Brenner breakdown.
You answer these questions, Mike Brenner. You have your reasons. All right, is there anything else you got?
I've got a 3-team teaser.
Okay, let's hear it.
Pete, how about that one? Okay. All right, I'm going to have the Clippers. Again, this is based on a 6-pointer, so take the Clippers. We should get them at +0.5.
Yep.
All right. Miami Heat, after the adjustment, should be -4.
Yes.
Okay. And the Dallas Mavericks, after the adjustment, -1.5. You might be able to save me something there, though.
Actually, well, we can do this at SIA with Dallas. You can get them at it's a 6-point teaser. You get them at -0.5.
Well, absolutely, that's a no-brainer, Pistol.
Dallas -0.5. Okay. Miami -4, and the other one was the Clippers +0.5.
That's it.
That's all at Sports Interactive.
Again, that was not scripted whatsoever. This is what he does for real. Line shot. No, it's important,
yes,
and it's so simple and basic. But most of us, because I put myself out there with the viewers, we don't take the time to do it. So this is why the yin and the yang works.
All right, Mike Brenner, review all your picks.
I'm going to review them right now, Pistol Pete. I like the Hawks on the first half as a pick'em, and the game as a pick'em. I like the Dallas Mavericks on the first half -3.5. I like the Clippers on the first half -2.5, and then a Brenner 3-team teaser. It's going to cash, baby. Clippers, the Heat, and the Dallas Mavericks.
All right, Mike Brenner, fired up. You want to go to the board again?
I do, but before I have to do that, I have to tell you there's an update.
Oh, what's that?
Bulls still suck. Okay, here we go. With that being said, we're going to pan that board. All right, nothing personal, Bulls fans. It's just, oof. Anyway, I'm 109-90 and 55% looking to push that number up tonight with some quality picks. Pistol Pete, I like his energy.
4 picks
Loshak
tonight.
is back. He's got 4 picks on the same game.
The same
Damn
game.
it. That's confidence.
Yep.
That bleeds confidence.
I'm either going to be 58-59 or 54-60.
Well, let's think positive today, Pistol Pete, because that's all we do around here. 54-59 at 48%, that number's going up. Wasn't too long ago, that was down. We were reaching for the life raft. Those days are over. Loshak's back. We're going to produce. We're going to get it done, and I just love this. By the way, Pete and I had a side bet in our college basketball odds couple show. You got to check it out. Brenner won the bet. I won the bet. And
Shocker.
Guess what? Friday, lunch at Hooters, and we're going to be doing a live Periscope. Already got the okay from upstairs, and might be doing this on a bi-weekly basis.
Sounds great.
Going in on that bet.
Goddamn, Mike Brenner, I hope I win all 4 of my picks today.
Hey, I'm not worried about that. I can't wait for that menu at Hooters on Friday.
Right.
So, but seriously, viewers, tune in. It'll be a Periscope. It'll be about 2 o'clock Eastern time, a live Periscope from Hooters, and we're going to be giving some betting advice out there.
Just chatting about our frame of mind at that time in Hooters.
Hooters kills it in Costa Rica
with baseball
as well.
about to start. Catch our show tomorrow for the Thursday card.
That's right. Great show, Pete.